Mario Kart World is just around the corner, launching on June 5th, 2025, right alongside the Nintendo Switch 2. It is one of its big launch titles, and I could not be more excited for this game. Sorry for my incredibly wonky upload schedule this last couple of days, these last couple of weeks even. It has just been very busy. I am currently on the tail end of my college education, so I'm still making videos alongside doing that, but I appreciate all you guys sticking with me, hanging in there. I'm almost done. This summer is looking to be a big one for Nintendo fans, especially with the launch of Switch 2. Before we get into the video and I talk about why I am so unbelievably excited and somewhat concerned for Mario Kart World, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, comment on the video, do all of those cool things. You guys have no idea how much it helps, especially smaller channels like me. Thank you, and let's get into this video and talk about why I am so excited for this game. My entire life growing up, I have always loved Mario Kart. I loved Mario Kart 64, I loved Double Dash. I think Double Dash is highly underrated. I loved, obviously, DS. I loved 7. I just made a video on Mario Kart 7 very recently, if you haven't seen it. And I think Mario Kart 8 is probably, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is probably in my top 10 games of all time. I think it is the ultimate kart racer. I think it is missing just a very small few things here and there. I think some of the renders could definitely use an upgrade, but obviously this is a 11-year-old game at this point. But yes, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a masterpiece, but we are not here to talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We are here to talk about Mario Kart World, the newest and hottest entry in the Mario Kart franchise, is also looking like it's going to be not only the best, but also easily the biggest. So if you guys didn't know, last week, I think it was last week, maybe 2 weeks ago at this point, I'm not really sure, they unveiled the Nintendo Switch 2 in a bit more detail in a Nintendo Direct, but they revealed a ton of new games, including Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I already did a video on. I cannot wait for that game. One of the other big games was Mario Kart World. Now, I was not expecting them to go back to the subtitle way of naming these games. You know, it was Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, but then we got Mario Kart 7, and then we got Mario Kart 8. And so we thought it might have been Mario Kart 9 or maybe even Mario Kart 10 if they were counting Tour, but no, it is Mario Kart World. And that title is perfectly accurate for what we seem to be getting with this game. If you guys didn't watch the Direct, I'm going to have some of the gameplay and a lot of the Direct playing in the background so you guys can see, but this game is entirely open world. There is a section, there is a setting, a way to play this game where you can just play open world and you can travel across the entire game's world. Now, if you don't know how the races work this time around, there are 24 racers, not 8, not 12. There are 24 racers every single race, and I think that is going to lead to some of the funnest experiences I've ever had in a Nintendo game, and just in a video game in general. 24 racers? I cannot wait. And going off the racers real quick, I think this roster is pretty solid. There are some glaring omissions, like Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Dixie, and even Cranky. I don't know why they're not here, considering I think all of them except Cranky are in Tour. And Diddy and Funky are both in 8 Deluxe. So why they wouldn't just redo the render and put them in World, I don't know. Maybe there'll be DLC later on, but regardless, our boy Donkey is here and he is looking greater than ever with his brand new design. Absolutely love it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. It looks fantastic. I don't know what to tell you. But yes, 24 racers, and every single race that you do, so you complete a race, right? There's no black screen. There's no loading screen. You drive from one course, one track, to the next. It is all one big interconnected world. One big interconnected world of racing, and I can't believe that this is the route they're going, but it is, and I'm so excited. It looks great. When I was watching this Direct, this is not what I was expecting. First of all, I wasn't expecting it to be called Mario Kart World, but I think that is a brilliant title because it really is the world of Mario Kart. This seems to be like a definitive, just, it looks so different from everything that we've gotten, and Going back to the racers again, sorry I'm rambling. I have a lot of notes, but I don't really have a script for this video because I knew I would just start going on tangents. The renders look fabulous. You have Mario, you have Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Donkey Kong, Bowser, the Goombas. They all look spectacular. Wario is here. They all look so good. They were very obviously built again from the ground up, keeping that Wonder style a little bit. And if you haven't seen the character select screen, I'll put it on the screen for you guys to see it. But they're going back to the way that Mario Kart Wii was, where you could see your entire racer. You can see your entire character standing there ready to go on this race with you. And I think that is so cool. I'm so excited. Everything about it just looks good. The graphics, obviously it's going to be in 4K on the Switch 2, and you can tell everything is just so much more fluid. And my gosh, Donkey Kong's render, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Donkey Kong's render in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was pretty ugly. And that's not Nintendo's fault. This is an 11-year-old game, but again, that rare render was just very hard to make him emote and show emotions on his face because he looked very sort of realistic like a monkey. But this new design, he emotes and he shows personality. He has so much personality and charm, and it just looks great. Everything looks great. The colors, the graphics, the way that the karts move. 24 racers. What could go wrong? Well, the game's going to cost $80. Now, I am perfectly fine with paying that for a game that I think will give me $80 worth of content, $80 worth of fun. If I get a good return on my investment, I have no problem spending that kind of money if I think it's going to be worth it, if I think that I'm going to get a good return on that. So, from everything that we've seen so far, and if you didn't know, there's going to be a Mario Kart World Direct on either April 16th or 17th. I'll put the date for sure on the screen, but we're going to get a whole, I think it's 30 minutes, maybe an hour, of just talking about Mario Kart World. And so be sure to watch that. It'll definitely give us more information. Maybe we'll get the updated pre-order date because tariffs have been lifted for 90 days. So that's plenty of time for the pre-orders to roll out and for the system to launch smoothly. Hopefully we can still get more word on that very soon. If you didn't know what's going on, look it up. I'm not going to make videos on that. I'm not that kind of creator. I don't like, basking in the clicks for stuff like that. But if you are, that's fine. But they're doing a whole direct based on the game, and I'm very, very interested. Do I think this game is going to be worth that amount? At this moment, I don't really know. We haven't seen a whole lot. We really don't know a whole ton of what we're going to be getting. If I had to go off of face value, I would probably say yes, just because I've played over 500 hours in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So that is a very fine return of my investment with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I inherently love kart racers, so I obviously love Mario Kart. I love Mario, I love Donkey Kong, Luigi, just the world of Nintendo in general. And so this game looks to be celebrating everything that Nintendo has to offer and has had to offer these past few decades. So I'm very excited, guys. What a time to be a Nintendo fan. I really, really hope the Switch 2 is able to launch and these tariffs don't affect things too much, but it is what it is. No point in complaining about it because there's nothing that I can do. So that's really going to do it, guys. Mario Kart World, from the graphics to the way that the karts look like they're moving, the way the costumes, I didn't even get to the costumes. The roster is good. The world itself looks good. The fact that the game has a free roam, I think that alone is worth the price of admission, right? Like, that's unbelievable. And it literally said, it announced it in the Direct, free roam. This game has a free roam mode. I could not believe it. But guys, yes, the game looks fire. I could not be more excited. It looks insane. If I had to pick one word to describe how Mario Kart World is looking, it is insane. 24 racers per race. Just pure unbridled chaos, carnage. It looks spectacular. The graphics, the 4K, the HDR, the way that everything moves, the way that everything is one big interconnected world, one big interconnected Mario Kart world. It just screams confidence to me. And if they're going to be selling it for $80, I think they really might have a reason for doing that. They might just be that confident in this game. So please, let me know in the comments if you're going to be paying that. If you're not, that's totally cool. Let me know if you're excited. I don't know how you could not be excited for this game just based off everything that we've seen. It looks unbelievable. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Summer is just around the corner. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and take care.